Should we do Watch This Jerks?
Sure. I watched a movie over the weekend.
A movie?
I watched a movie. I watched it with my son. And
Okay.
it was a good family movie night. I mean, it was just the two of us, but that counts. We're family. And we watched Jason Statham as the Beekeeper.
How was that?
That movie is so incredibly stupid, so mind-numbingly stupid that I loved every second of that movie.
All right.
Okay, do you ever see like John Wick? Are you familiar with John Wick?
I'm familiar with John Wick, yes.
Okay, so what if instead of killing his dog,
he killed his bees?
Maybe.
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 Okay, so you killed my bees, and now I'm gonna karate kick you?
Yes, but he's the best at killing people there is. There is no one better. He's so good at it. He's so good at it that at one point, when the main bad guy is telling his head of security, I don't want to give away too much, but he's telling his head, this guy is coming after me, and he finds out that it's the Beekeeper, and the head of security goes, dude, you're fucked, and I'm out.
His name is the Beekeeper, but he's like some sort of assassin. His main job is not a beekeeper, right?
Well, that's what a beekeeper is.
Oh, a beekeeper is an assassin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm learning so much. Is this like actual based in reality fact, or is just...
I'm going to assume no. I'm going to assume this is not. This is a movie like Did you enjoy the original Roadhouse?
I tried watching it again.
It was all right, if I'm being honest.
Or Commando.
Again, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely, this is like fits right in with that. It's a very throwbacky action movie, thin plot, lots of action, doesn't slow down. Everyone's an idiot, but if you allow yourself to enjoy it, you'll enjoy it a lot.
All right.
Yeah, lots of violence.
What's it on?
It's on MGM Plus.
Ugh.
Wait, really? So,
you might as well just tell me it's on Mars. You have to go to Mars.
That's a thing. That's a thing, right?
That's a thing. I have it free. I'm gonna use it. So, yeah.
Does the tiger roar when you load up the app?
It should, but it does not.
Oh, lame.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Is this an MGM Plus original?
No, this was in the theaters. This movie made a lot of money.
I don't believe you.
This movie came out in January and it was like #1 for a couple of weeks.
Is that because there were no movies coming out?
That is probably a big part of it.
The Beekeeper, Rotten Tomatoes. 92? No, wow. That's the audience score.
Oh, okay.
71 is not bad for a movie of this.
No, that is not bad for a movie like that at all. Like I said, it's not what I would call quote unquote
it's light
a good
entertainment
movie. Yeah, but it does what it does very well.
All right, it made 152 million at the box office on a budget of 40 million. That's budget of 40 million.
Yeah,
like
that's all that it gets you these days,
Yeah. This movie was made.
Is Jason Statham the only person in this movie?
He might as well. It's Jason Statham and Josh Hutcherson.
And the bees. And CG bees?
I don't think the bees are CG.
They have real? Ooh.
I think it's real bees.
Practical bees.
Practical bees.
That's where all the budget went.
Mm-hmm. There are not a lot of VFX in this movie. It is a very practical movie.
What does this clock in at? Like
Oh, this is
an hour and a half?
Maybe an hour 40.
Yep, 145.
There you go.
Nice.
So,
all right. I mean, I have it on my watch list. I just had no idea that it was on MGM Plus, which
I would not recommend you watch it with your children. It is definitely not.
No. I know that this. Yeah,
I know.
I know this isn't something I'm going to queue up with the kids.
Is it because of the bees?
It's because of the bees. I don't want them to get sad when the bees die.
Right.
No, the bees. No. Daddy, are they sleeping?
Oh, not Beatrice.
Oh. I'm watching.
Like, where do you find out about these services, though?
I found out about it because it was free with my current services. So,
but like I've never even seen like an advertisement for this thing.
No,
I've heard one.
What?
On Howard Stern, I've heard one
Okay.
for
All
MGM
right.
Plus, but it
it's
was a
not
while
like
ago.
I expect to like turn on my TV or something too, and it'd just be like, "Hey, try out MGM Plus." Like, no, it's always like, here's Tubi or
Here's the
some other
crazy
nonsense.
thing is, it's not a bad service. Now, I say this as someone who has it included in a package where I'm not paying for it, but as the streaming channels go, it gets more screen time than some of the other ones that I have. So, I don't know.
More than Peacock?
Maybe it may get much more than Peacock. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of cock, I'm watching the Jerrod Carmichael reality show. You know about that?
Is it any good?
It's fucking wild and incredible. It's beyond good. He's, first of all, what makes it beyond good is that he is very fucked up, which is sad, but it's primarily he's a sex addict. And he's very open. The reality show is very open. Like, he's going through Grindr. He's a stand-up comic. He won an Emmy for his stand-up special where he comes out as gay. And this takes place right sort of during that time where he wins. And you see him like going on Grindr. He you see like he has a serious boyfriend, but like he's on tour, and you just see him like going on Grindr and dudes coming through his hotel room, and it's all in the show. And I feel bad for him because you see like this is like he just can't stop fucking guys, like even though it's like a problem because he's got a serious boyfriend. And he's also a horrible friend. I've only watched the first 3 episodes. He's also like maybe the worst friend that anyone's ever had. I don't want to ruin the story, but he was asked to be the best man. He was the best man at his friend's wedding. And boy, he is not a good best man or friend. The show is very entertaining. It's on Max. You should watch it. How do you say Jerrod? Jerrod?
Did
I spell it wrong?
No, you spelled it right. It's
okay.
Jerrod. It's Jerrod Carmichael.
Okay. I have a hard time pronouncing that, but
okay.
I really can't recommend it any higher. It's, I watched it while the family was in Japan, and I almost stopped watching it because I wanted Mrs. Chibi to watch it too, but I was like, fuck that. I got to watch this. I also started watching High Hopes. Do you know what that is?
Is that like a weed show?
I think there's been no marketing for it, so I don't think you would know what it was. Yes, you are correct. It is a weed show. It's a weed show produced by Jimmy Kimmel. You've heard of Jimmy Kimmel.
Not familiar.
It's a reality show. It's a reality show that takes place in a dispensary in Hollywood, like right off of the where all those E3 activities take place ship, where we had to sit in traffic for 45 minutes just to get anywhere close to the place. So it's right off of there. I only watched like the first episode. I don't even think we finished it because Mrs. Chibi was falling asleep, but because she's jet lagged, not because it was bad. But it seems like it has potential, but I'm not sure yet. But that's on Hulu, and it's called High Hopes. And also on Hulu, we finished Shogun. We finished the first season. It was very good. I would recommend it. Very adult and serious, and only mildly disgusting at parts.
I watched the first episode of Knuckles.
How is that? I was gonna start it and I just didn't.
It's part of the Sonic universe.
I hear it's good. I read a review of it that said it was very good.
I've only watched 1 episode.
Okay.
And it has its moments. Like it's very much like it's set in that if you like the Sonic movies, it's set at like right after the last Sonic movie. It's a little bit long. I don't know if all the episodes are as long as the first episode, but like it seemed like and it might have only been a half hour, but it seemed like it was longer than that when I was watching it. I don't know. I like that it exists. I need to watch, I guess, more of it to see if I really enjoy it or not. There's a couple good bits in there. It's Knuckles palling around with, I think his name's Wade. the other
Mhm.
police officer.
Adam Pally.
That's the actor.
You could
Right.
literally say any name, and
Mhm.
I don't know who that actor's name is.
That's okay.
But it's their like buddy adventures type of thing. So, yeah, I'm sure my family's gonna watch all of it. So it is not like laugh out loud funny, or like as heartwarming as the Sonic movies are. So I
Right.
don't know. It needs to pick up the pace a little bit. I think some of that is because it's a TV show rather than a movie. And
Gotta
it
go
doesn't
fast.
really- right. You're not really going fast for this. Gotta punch things, I guess. Takes longer to punch things.
Right. All right.
Have you started X-Men yet, Chip? X-Men 97? You start that
Yes.
yet?
We watched all of it except for. Did they put all that out at the same time? We had one episode to
No.
go.
No,
Okay.
there's a new episode today, which I have watched already.
We got up. I don't know. We watched like the first 5 episodes, I think. And
Okay.
and then 6 was out, but we had not watched it at that point, I think.
So you might be 2 episodes behind now.
Yeah. We're enjoying it. We like it. My kids had already watched the entire run of the original X-Men 97.
Okay. So
So
original X-Men 92, I think is what it actually is.
Whatever it is. Yeah. The original X-Men.
Mhm.
They watched all of that prior to this even becoming a like announcement that this was going to be a thing. They had binge watched all of those. Like my kids have watched pretty much all of the 80s and 90s cartoons because I have all the DVDs and everything that I've loaded up onto our Plex server, and then they sit there and watch through Thundercats and G.I. Joe and Transformers and yeah, they're well versed in old cartoons.
It's like feeding AI.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
X-Men?
it's good.
Yeah, right?
The episode that we watched, the last episode we watched, a lot of death.
Okay, so you watched the we'll just call it the Genosha episode? Is that
Yes.
Okay.
That was the last episode we watched, and then we turned it off because we were like, maybe we'll like after that episode I was like, I don't really want to binge watch another episode of this currently. It was really good, but it was just like
it's sad.
it was an episode of like, okay, I need to take a break from this.
To reflect.
Were your children affected by it emotionally, or were they just like, all right, what's next?
No, they're dead inside, just like I am.
Okay, just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean they understood the weight of it. They're like, oh wow, like they killed this person, but they've also seen all of the Marvel movies and everything, and know that people like die and then come back, and
just like real life.
Multi-universe, like
that's how X-Men usually work.
No, but it is good.
It is super good.
I watched some of it. I'm just not
Oh, you
as
did?
far into it as you.
Okay.
It is good.
Yeah.